Welcome to Snooze News.
Do you say goose or geese? What are you laughing? How's it said? Goose or geese?
What? What are you're talking about? 2 or 1?
1.
Goose.
2.
Geese.
Male, female, same?
Probably not. But let's just go for right now. What are you thinking?
I just asked the question. Some of us have multifaceted brains.
Oh my gosh.
I wanted to know if you say goose or geese.
So today we're gonna go and try to figure out what happens in Yuval's brain.
Don't.
I don't want to actually.
Plug it in. If you plug it into the socket there, the city will go dark.
Oh my. Well, okay, so since I didn't start it off in our awesome welcome to Snooze News ways, let's get back on track.
They don't know that we have been trying to get you to start for the last 30 minutes.
I'm sure it'll end up somewhere.
There you go.
But, okay, so let's talk about really quickly the landscape of the business and what's going on. A lot of businesses, like if you go to your typical like mattress firm or Rooms to Go, you're going to be waiting a long time to get your mattress, or at least a lot of mattresses. And why is that? A lot of our customers want to know.
Well, as an industry, we're in deep trouble. Long story short, you had a trifecta.
Nice.
Like that?
Yeah,
huh?
I like that.
Highly educated.
Very. Yes.
First,
You sound very educated.
last year about this time, we had COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And for folks that don't know, the world literally shut down. Manufacturing from the rawest of materials to the stores, obviously. But online was not shut down.
Mm-hmm.
So people kept buying, and manufacturers / wholesalers / retailers kept selling. And what they did is they emptied literally all of their inventory.
They had to empty their reservoir to be able to take care of the orders because there weren't workers.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay? So that's number one.
Mm-hmm.
Second, because we are in an industry that is highly chemical based, we live on the Gulf Coast. Last summer you had an enormous amount of storms. Mm-hmm. And particularly in southeast Louisiana, or rather southwest Louisiana and East Texas.
Like
And that
Beaumont.
knocked down immense amount of manufacturing
And the chemical plants.
in the chemical plants.
And when
Exactly.
you say we're in a chemical industry, can we be specific, because a lot of our consumers may not know that, but the
Okay.
components.
So the components, the
Yeah.
base component of pretty much every synthetic fabric, every plastic, every foam, pretty much anything that you utilize in today's world is petrochemical based. Okay? And the problem is that when those manufacturers are down, they don't make the chemicals. And most folks think that the chemical industry is huge in this world. It's really not. You have, I think, maybe 5 or 6 large chemical companies in this world. What most people also don't know, that from central Louisiana down the coast to Corpus Christi, Texas, it's probably the largest group, if you can say that, group of chemical plants in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So they were shut down because of COVID. Then you had the storms that shut it down. Okay? And a couple of them got really beat up badly, and they didn't go online. And then when they started on their way to go online, God made sure that we knew who was in charge, and he froze us.
We had the freeze that impacted the
And
southwest region.
That is correct. And what people need to understand is to start and stop these chemical plants. It's not like you switch on and off. It takes you a couple of weeks to put them down, and it takes you at least that much to bring them up, and that's assuming that everything is perfect. Okay, in this case, it wasn't perfect. You had chemicals that froze inside the pipes,
Yeah.
that busted pipes, just like in a home. It's very, very damaging. So
And they already went
Most
through
of
their
them-
inventory from COVID because you had the pandemic. So they really didn't have an inventory to fall back on.
Exactly. And, you cannot supply off of production. That's a world lesson. In other words, if our building is empty, okay, and we have to produce, we can't supply on a timely basis.
Yeah.
Because if anything happens, and things will happen, we'll call them oops for the sake of this conversation. Okay? When
I
you
like
have
oopsie.
oops, okay, you have problems. And that's what's happened. You
Yeah.
cannot buy cars today.
Yeah.
You cannot buy washers
That's-
and dryers, refrigerators,
Or
air conditioning,
insulation. Because that's foam.
Okay. So our prices have gone through the roof. Besides the fact that you can't get it, prices have gone through the roof. We, knock on brains, not wood, brains. There's some wood around me, but we're not going to knock on it now.
I really wish
okay?
you would have said knock on wood, though, just for the sake of a blooper. Joking.
She's touching me. Why are you touching me? Haven't touched me for a few shows. Don't touch me. Yes, about serious
No,
question.
go ahead, yes.
Okay? Prices have gone up, and we're lucky enough and blessed enough that our problems have been so far, and I hope to God that they stay that way, minimal. So when people come in to other stores, and this is important, that is really the difference between us.
Yeah.
We get the raw materials, we touch everything, we manufacture everything. We know from A to Z every step of the product.
And we have the relationships with the suppliers that have the
Correct.
components
Correct.
or are getting the components.
Correct. So if you're another retail store, anywhere in this country, by the way, anywhere, that wants to buy something, they have to call someone like us, a manufacturer. Remember, you have no capacity because you have no raw materials.
Yeah.
Right? So you can't produce it. So they can't get an answer of when they're going to get, what they're going to get, how much, if they're going to get anything. So how can they sell and give you the proper information to the consumer? Okay, that's just not possible. And that's exactly what's happening. I mean, it's unheard of. You go to some stores and you want to buy a mattress and they tell you 2 months, 3 months, 4
But
months.
tell our listeners what we are telling people, because I think that's important. You were starting to do that, and I think it's important.
We know what we can and cannot do on the spot. So when you come in here and you sit down and you buy something, we will tell you right there and then when you're going to receive it.
And as of right now, when we're filming this, we're still operating under a relatively fast turnaround. It's up to 10 business days of delivery. Obviously, we're honest with our consumers, so like that is subject to change if things change. But we've been able to pretty much stay within that date.
That's correct.
So
And
that's
and
important.
the reason
because
is my demeanor that you don't like
I love.
because you don't understand.
I love it.
Because the
I love
millennials
you.
of this world are, it didn't happen.
I don't think I'm like that.
It's not going to happen.
I don't think I'm like that either.
Let me check my phone. Oh,
You have your phone on you. I don't have mine on.
I have my phone on you because I got to deal with people like you all the time.
Okay, so we don't want to be dreary or anything, but we
It's
think
not a matter of
important.
dreary.
We think
It's not a matter of
important.
dreary. It's not a matter of dreary. It's a matter of fact. If you go and you want to purchase something today,
Yes.
okay, and you know you're going to need it in a week or 2 or a month, do it now, because things, and this is the truth, things are not going to get better. As the country opens up, there is going to be more demand, but there is no supply.
Yeah,
Usually the demand creates supply.
And have you ever seen anything?
Nothing ever in my
And
whole
you've been
business life.
working for 40 plus years. I'm not going to age you on this
You don't have to
show.
age me. I'm proud of it. I've been working at this for 42 years. I have seen supply creating demand.
Yeah.
Prices go up. I have never seen, okay,
Yeah.
that the supply is not there,
But the
prices go up,
Yeah.
and there's really not that high of a demand.
Yeah.
Because remember, the West Coast, the East Coast, center north of the United States is closed. It's closed. The
Yeah.
consumers are not really out buying. If they would open up tomorrow, oh my God, you would have such shortages in things that people don't even think of.
Yeah, I think it's interesting with the cars. I never thought about the seats.
seats,
And the insulation.
Springs,
Seriously, you're going into Texas
insulation,
heat.
chips,
Try to get that stuff handled now.
rubber.
Yeah.
You know, everything that people take it for granted in this country that you want it, you go, you get it.
Or you shop around.
Whatever.
No, I know,
Whatever.
but you're
You
saying
know,
don't
the
shop
process-
around, get it now.
What I'm saying is you can shop around. One of the questions you should ask the retailers and be adamant about this question. When am I going to get the merchandise if I buy it?
Yeah.
Don't play games with me. If I bought this sofa, if I bought this chair, if I bought this refrigerator, if I bought this mattress, when am I going to get it delivered? If they cannot answer you the question, it's not because they're bad people.
No,
It's because they don't know. But if they don't know, then at the end of the day, you don't know what you're going to get, when you're going to get it.
And we know because, like you said, we touch each process. We're at every process. So
We know because we control all of our
Yeah.
supplies.
So that is a benefit from shopping with Texas mattress makers. I have to, talk up our company.
That is a benefit. It's always been a benefit
Yeah.
because today we're talking about the lack of supplies. But the truth of the matter is, yesterday and tomorrow
There
are
will
the
be
same
other-
benefit. You see the seat cushion that you're sitting on?
I do.
Okay, that's an 1838. That's meaningless to you, meaningless to them, but it's very meaningful to me. That means that this cushion will last forever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I do mean forever unless you cut it, burn it, water it. Now,
Water it.
my point is, we know what we have. Yeah, water it meaning get it wet.
I
let
got it.
Flow
I
down the
understand.
road,
I'm literally imagining you like taking a little pitcher of water like you would to a plant.
Kills and Wheels. Kills and Wheels is a wonderful show. What it does is it shows now if you like cars, if you like boats, but vintage, okay? Some new, but vintage. This is a wonderful, wonderful thing to do. And here's the best part. You can go with your kids, and it's outside, and it's going to be beautiful weather May 1st and 2nd. How do I know that? Ask.
How do you know?
Because I know. Now, you go out there with your children, you have food, you have drink, you buy the water, the actual place itself, in
Lakewood
Seabrook,
Yacht Club.
which is in Seabrook, okay, which is Lakewood Yacht Club, all right, is a beautiful, beautiful place. And the money that they raise goes for some charities that are involving children. And we, as a company, as individuals, love children's charities. So you should do this on the 1st
And
and
let me
2nd
tell
of
you,
May.
because he's not getting to the point of how you get these tickets.
You come and buy from me, and I give you 2 tickets for you and your wife.
And
or
honestly, if you
and
need
your
a couple
girlfriend.
more, just let us know.
Children, uncles, aunts, grandparents,
And
anyone that you want. You like your neighbor? We'll give you tickets for your neighbor.
and
We want you to come buy mattresses from us because we're the best at it in Southeast Texas, period, end of story. And
In
then we
the
will give you
whole
$40
Southwest region.
worth, okay, of tickets. And I want to tell you something. This thing benefits, okay? I just saw it because I wrote it. Oh, there we go. All right.
Lighthouse Charity Team.
Harbor for Children, Lighthouse Charity Team, and the Cole Gordon Foundation. So it's for troubled youth.
Yes, it's kids who are in crisis
Youths or youths?
Oh my gosh,
Youths.
not youths.
Youths. I said
Okay,
youths.
so one more thing.
Mm.
If you do also make a purchase of $1,700 or more, we're gonna put you in a raffle
Oh, yeah.
where you could win 2 complimentary VIP badges, and those are at $250 each.
And then you get to spend a whole day with me. I'll say youths,
If anything-
geese. I'll make you laugh. I guarantee you I'll
So,
make you laugh. Your
come on
children will
in
love me. They will
To
love
any of
me.
our locations.
Any.
We have these available.
Yes.
If you need more, let us know because we'll work with you. And yeah,
And then, wait a minute. What do you mean? And yeah.
we really hope that you have a great day. This has been a fantastic taping. Hold on. Do they have one in Hawaii?
They're made in Hawaii.
Oh,
Let me
get
forget
you
it.
presents.
That's why I always tell you what to do.
You are just on a level.
Go away.
Oh my.
That's it.
We can't use that, so I have to do it
Yeah,
again.
we can.
Nope.
Yes, we can.
can.
Touch
I'm
me
touching
again.
you.
Not a
Okay,
good
go
day
ahead.
today.
Go ahead. The buttons. Hold on. Okay, before we get into the buttons.
By the way, do you know how old this shirt is? Ooh, this is going to be fun. Take your age
Okay.
and knock 8 years off.
Okay. I just keep saying that I'm going on vacation. I just want his face to be recorded during.
What, the nausea?
Started on how much you
on
hate
vacation.
vacation. At the end of this month, so May 1st and May 2nd, so the beginning of next month, there is.
Okay, excuse me. Be quiet now. Okay, just say nothing. Just
Go ahead.
don't. Shush.
Can't
Now.
talk like that.
Yes, I can. And the ones that understand are on the floor laughing. I'm gonna shower. Abu.